Try on your love like a new dress. The fit and
Well, the first time was when Bryan called me up and said, look, I want you to work on this album cover.
He hadn't heard the music, but he asked me what I wanted, and I was a bit vague, as I always am, because I just kind of was edging towards something, but I wasn't sure quite what it was. And I felt that Antony would be the man who could help me do it and make it happen. He suggested we use Carrie Ann, who was one of Antony's models at the time, and she was a great-looking girl, really, in the tradition of Rita Hayworth, I'd say.
what you bring and what I do.
Yeah, you showed me a picture of that Rita Hayworth, one of her lying on a bed,
really?
a black and white Hollywood photograph. I still have it.
Oh, really?
And you said, I want somebody who looks like this. I want this feeling. And you picked Hayworth.
So I was inspired, of course, by Hollywood, as was Antony, but we always like to think we were making something new out of that, I think.
You had picked one of the more subtle dresses, which was the pale one, embroidered, kind of top and long skirt with it. A very nice outfit, but not the most obvious, a cleverer version. We made the thing for Carrie Ann especially.
Yeah. And then you had this fantastic tiger jacket that I wore.
Ah, yes.
Tiger fabric.
It's called cloquet. It was lame. It's kind of bubbles of air trapped between.
It had interesting
Yes,
texture.
it was kipper-coloured lame, and from all shades of gold with the black stripes.
Yeah.
It really was tiger.
Another thing you did, you had these sort of, was it tiger?
The tiger heads on poor old Paul's shoulder.
Oh, I actually wore that. There's a very good picture of that. So the first album cover was a great success, and people kind of thought it worked incredibly well. This glamour image with the music and so on. And when we finished the music and the record for For Your Pleasure, the second record, I turned to Antony and said, what do we do now?
We have to do something similar.
Well, and yet very different.
Yes.
Different enough. And so anyway, we did, we went for this
figure of
vamp, really.
A panther woman getting out of a car with a panther in a dark street at night, wasn't
with
it?
this fabulous backdrop of this futuristic city, which is in fact a shot of Las Vegas. It seemed to really capture the mood of that time really well, without us trying to do that. It just happened, you know. And we got this fabulous car, the Cadillac.
The car with the chauffeurs up.
Yeah. He did this wonderful chauffeur's outfit for me.
We were able to do inside covers as well, weren't we?
Yeah,
we did that when you had a gatefold.
And we had pictures of all the band holding guitars, because I thought, guitars were kind of one of the interesting looking features of rock music. Yeah. Electric guitars. So we all had one, and doing our guitar poses with them. It's funny. With the third record, we thought, we'll get away from what we'd done with the first two images, and so we thought a girl in the jungle, lost in the jungle, almost she's fallen out of a Tarzan movie or something, and you thought, well, what's she doing there? You know, she's like ripped clothing and in this steaming.
We thought that the plane had crashed.
That's right, exactly.
And she was stuck in the middle of nowhere, suddenly in her city dress.
Yeah.
Was suddenly in raw nature in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Country Life we did in a matter of hours, and it became one of the most kind of one of the strongest images that we all worked on together. Yeah. We liked the seediness of the Christine Keeler 1963 scandal, where you found these kind of sort of models in this kind of country setting, Cliveden, the Astor House in Buckinghamshire, and that was a kind of a big scandal that filled the 60s, which was a big part of our growing up period, and I think that was the big influence on that one. We thought, well, I love this magazine called Country Life, which always has the same typeface, banner, and I thought it would be a great title for the album, but we would have some very urban aspect of it with these city girls, and they're only partially dressed. They've maybe come out of some country party that they don't want to be at. They're running away from the chateau kind of thing, and they're caught in the headlights of a car, and they're sort of like startled in the undergrowth.
So if you're feeling fraught with mental strain, too much thinking's got you down again, well, let your senses skip. Stay here, keep cool to the thrill of it all.
Sometimes it was great to go on location, and you would get something special by doing that, and the hardships that you would encounter kind of getting the shot together would somehow be worthwhile. They'd get into the
on
shot.
The siren shoot.
And the siren shoot I was eating up to.
Where we had to change the colour, because the week before when I'd gone down to look at it, it was dark green and the sea was rough.
The sea was rough and lashing waves.
And when we came, it was, I don't think I've ever experienced a hotter day in England.
It was the hottest day for about
of the century.
100 years. Yeah. So it was an extremely
and it had changed to placid blue sea.
To a Greek island, like Greek
it really did look like, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which was in our favour.
Of course it was, yeah. So
because the green filter didn't work as well when we tried it with green, remember?
And you painted the model blue.
Yeah, I had the blue and green makeup with me, I had both, because at that time, thank God, my obsession with blue was from the Submariner.
Oh, yes,
the Lady
exactly.
Dormer, another Marvel one they haven't
books,
done yet.
Antony loved them.
Marvel comics. Yeah, I did. I was very much inspired by that.
Should I stay here? Should I go? I couldn't bear to be alone. Oh, she really loved I saw. Oh, now I'm very alone.
On the manifesto shoot, we went indoors, right? And we
This is
got
Neil
all these.
Kirk, isn't it?
We got all these with Neil Kirk, the photographer, yeah.
Now.
And it had a different feel from the others, which is good. It's nice to ring the changes and have changes in the team, whatever. And so we thought we'd create this party of mannequins.
Yeah.
And so we went to Adele Rootstein for
Yeah,
that's right.
and we got the famous shop mannequin maker. And we got in
The
loads
interesting
of...
thing is that Carrie Ann was one of the models for
Yes,
those.
she is.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
one of the dummies.
So you see Carrie Ann, who was the
Is it
model.
second?
She was the girl they'd made the model from.
Yeah, because when those models are successful, they all get it's a mark of a model's success actually.
Yeah.
To get a
turned into a
dummy
mannequin.
made of them, and she was in there again. You're
Yeah,
right.
so it's interesting.
With the twins.
So were
who were real.
So there were
people.
two real people in the background. Who were these twins who were
Lookalikes.
These really nice girls who used to follow us around.
How
we were
forward
very
were-
into the music actually. one of your lilac suits, wasn't it? On the
Yeah, there was quite a bit of stuff of mine on that. I think we used what we could get, didn't we? I mean, we didn't sit there picking.
No.
You know, we just thought this colour looks good in the foreground and that one in the background. Just dressed
Let's
the
put
set.
this one over
really,
here.
yeah.
Put that one over there.
We just sat dressing the set. You were involved in it. Brian was always there, dressing dummies and doing things just along with me. You know, we did it all together, and the photographer and all of us.
We were always looking for, I think, to kind of put women in a kind of rather strong or beautiful situation, and women as kind of athlete women, I guess. And we think of Greek,
the flesh and blood. You talk about.
The Olympian ideal.
Yes.
You know, these marvelous women like throwing javelins. It's a kind of camp idea of like warrior women, really, with and girls throwing javelins as well. See.
But the javelins were quite beautiful, weren't they? They were red and silver.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember all those girls that we interviewed, little modelettes,
Like
kind of not big, they were
stars,
sort of young athletes, weren't they? High school athlete look we were after, and it was quite good, and we got that.
Heaven knows it's hard enough to pray.
And then the final one we did was kind of warrior woman, which we did with kind of this, with the armour and the Merlin Avalon.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot.
It was really a
that.
great shot, and we put a lot of work into that.
Yeah. Do you remember the fireworks? We sent fireworks up, and right at the end of the shoot, it came down in the box of fireworks, and the whole thing exploded on Agamorn, on this lake in Ireland. It was a very, very beautiful place.
Yeah, it was. And we got up really, we did it at sort of
Well, I was
sunrise.
wading out, dressing that boat.
Even though it looks like a sunset, it was actually it was at dawn, and the light was coming up.
Incredible light.
And Antony was out up to in waders up to here, kind of pushing
This
boat.
damn boat into shot.
Yeah.
And we'd taken all these bits of wood, hadn't we, and the carved things, and dressed it all
Yeah.
to look.
Yeah, sort of gilded prow.
Yes.